So, any final thoughts on Superman Lives? If you think back about it now, how do you feel about it?
Why are you trying to depress me so much? Does anybody got any cyanide or anything I can take?
Hey guys, it's Jeff from That Hashtag Show. I'm here with good friend of the show, Jon Schnepp. Jon, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Jeff?
Oh, nothing, just chilling. Chilling behind the Death of Superman Lives What Happened booth.
Yeah, man, it's been a great kamikaze, and it's been an amazing panel for the Death of Superman Lives What Happened. Kevin Smith came by and introduced our panel, so it was like an honor to be introduced by a great filmmaker.
That's
like
great.
him.
How much does he charge for that?
$7,800.
He's just getting more expensive.
That was half price.
That's really nice of him, though, because he's featured.
Yes, Kevin Smith is featured in the film. Tim Burton is featured in the film, and a host of amazing artists. Here's one of them, Liam.
Just chilling.
He's just chilling.
We got Liam.
Yeah,
Hi, Liam.
He did some concept design on the film, and actually we became pals. Just from meeting him, actually we met. Like, it was weird. We met like about a week before we were going to San Diego Con at another friend's thing. We were drinking and having fun, and then the next day he was like, "Hey, you're working on that Superman thing. I worked on that Superman thing." So I was like, "Hey, let's do an interview."
Oh, what a weird, creepy coincidence.
It is. It wasn't creepy. There was
No, it was.
It was a little creepy. But the great thing about this and doing all these Comic-Cons is it's been an awesome synergy, meeting a lot of different concept artists, and they're everywhere. Like, one guy was like, "I live in Utah. I'd love to be part of your film." I was like, "Guess what? I'm going to the Salt Lake City Comic-Con. Let's meet up, and I'll have you as a special guest." Jim Carson came down, and it was great. It worked out. We did an interview, so it's been really helpful over the last year and a half. That's how I've been saving money by not having to fly out specifically to meet people who are like all over the country.
The convention circuit grants you the opportunity to sort of synergize what you're doing. I think that's great. Now, you had a very, very successful campaign on Kickstarter. One of the ones that I had heard of sort of virally. It came to me without sort of ever really talking to you about it first. What did Kickstarter do for you? Like, how did you use that to your advantage?
Well, Kickstarter's great for one of the biggest reasons is crowdfunding your own whatever it is you're doing is a great litmus test for your project. It's like, hey, instead of investing all your own money and your resources or having someone else invest in it and no one wants it, this is a great way to find out, like, oh, who else is interested in this? And so for me, when I found out how many people are interested in this by it becoming a success on Kickstarter, to me it was it's a vindication for using that platform of crowdsourcing. So to me, I suggest that to a lot of people who want to try things out, say, hey, you know what? Come up with a proposal, try it out on Kickstarter, because that's a really great way to break through and find out if there is a market for it.
If there's an interest in there. And it was wildly successful. So now, when can we see this? When can we get a hold of it? How can we get a hold of this?
Well, I'm in the process of almost being done. We're in final post, and we're still doing interviews. So doing documentaries it's different than what I normally do. I normally direct like narrative and stuff like that. So for me, this is a very interesting new kind of field I'm in, where it's like I'm still doing interviews, I'm still editing, but I think it'll be coming out in March 2015. Okay, so it'll be available. Like it'll be online. We're probably going to do a limited theatrical run. So
that's going to be. I'm definitely going to that. And we can see you. I mean, that you have the website. You have your Twitter. The Twitter account's great, by the way. I love it.
The Twitter is at TDOSLWH, and also at Jon Schnepp. And you can if you still want your name in the credits, we've left that open until the end of this year. If you donate $25, just go to www.schneppzone.com/SupermanLives, and you can donate money and still get your name in the credits. And then I'm closing that down in December. We're basically picture lock will be in January. Final edit, final music and sound design, everything in February, and then bam, we just hit it. That's the great thing about doing things in our digital age is like once you actually lock that stuff down and finish it, we're going to start our promotions and everything in January, do a big 60-day countdown to the premiere of the movie. So
it's fantastic. So guys, check it out. The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, Jon Schnepp. I really can't say enough about this whole process. It's really been great sort of watching it grow, watching it expand, watching you hit your goals. It's really, there's a sense of sort of pride in seeing people that you respect start doing well. So I'm very happy for you, and thank you so much.
I really appreciate every single person who's helped, even by talking about it or writing articles or doing interviews, or even if you contributed. I really appreciate it. It's really helping me make this film a reality. So,
All right, guys, check it out online. There it is.
So, any final thoughts on Superman Lives? If you think back about it now, how do you feel about it?
Why are you trying to depress me so much? Does anybody got any cyanide or anything I can take?
6 more months before we see Ben Affleck in the Batsuit, but you can get an early look at a story of a Superman that might have lived.
In the 90s, Superman actually died, and it was probably for the best that he died because they'd given him a mullet as well.
We put the rights together. Kevin Smith came in with a really great take.
I'm gonna write Superman. This is up.
Tim came in shortly thereafter. I always felt like I was an alien, so I think a lot of people do.
And someone who is wanting to fit in, wants to connect, and at the same time feels this enormous burden to protect.
Thematically, the big thing for Tim was that Superman was an alien.
We wanted to do something that we hadn't seen before without it being ridiculous.
I think that the regenerative suit would have been like something no one's ever seen before. I'll never again.
Now when you think about it, if somebody was like, would you like to see a Nic Cage Superman movie? I'd be like, and yes.
Then watching Nic Cage in an outfit land, it was kind of like, whoa, there's Superman, the Nic Cage version.
He's so incredibly overly powerful. I liked that Tim Burton was going to take all of those powers away.
There was going to be a cameo by Batman.
Brainiac was going to be the villain in the movie.
The Superman Doomsday battle in the subway, I think it was underground.
We were doing a lot of research with schools of fish and how they turn, or birds in the air, how they turn in space.
Chris Rock came into work one day on Dog and he was like, guess who's playing Jimmy Olsen?
I remember him sort of complaining about making superhero movies. He compared it to Chinese water torture.
If we had been able to strip through all of this sort of chaos, I think we could have had an interesting movie.
It's a movie I'd still like to see. And plus, I would have been able to do a lot of cool monsters.
It's uncovering the past. I love it.
It's kind of haunted me in a way, the what if of it.
It's the one costume I've never gotten to really make that I've always thought would have been like amazing.
The Death of Superman Lives. What happened? You're going to find out. Kevin Smith's going to help tell it.
I got involved, that's what happened, and then it died. It was truly the death of Superman.